Welcome to this brief orientation on the ORCID US Community. The ORCID US Community is a consortium for ORCID member institutions in the U.S., formed in 2018 as a partnership between the Big Ten Academic Alliance, the Greater Western Library Alliance, the Northeast Research Libraries, and Lyrasis. The ORCID US Community, administered by Lyrasis, was formed with the goal of creating a community of practice around ORCID in the U.S. and to empower member organizations to get the most value from ORCID. As of February 2020, our community has 130 member organizations, and this number is steadily growing. ORCID stands for Open Researcher and Contributor Identifier and is an international nonprofit organization funded through organizational membership fees with the mission of connecting research and researchers. ORCID is part of the wider digital infrastructure needed for researchers to share information on a global scale. ORCID's vision is a world where all who participate in research, scholarship, and innovation are uniquely identified and connected to their contributions across disciplines, borders, and time. ORCID IDs are free, unique, persistent identifiers for individuals that link to an ORCID record, where affiliations, activities, works, and contributions can be linked to an individual throughout their career despite changes in name, organization, or area of study. You can think of an ORCID record as the new universal, interoperable CV, where data can be read and written across organizations, systems, and workflows using the ORCID API, or Application Programming Interface. The main benefit of institutional ORCID membership is access to the ORCID Member API, which can be integrated into local systems in order to mitigate confusion caused by name ambiguity by gathering authenticated ORCID IDs for researchers, assess and track individual contributions, and look at aggregate activities toward institutional impact by reading data from ORCID records, assert accurate and trustworthy affiliations, and contribute to metadata integrity across the research and scholarly communication ecosystem by writing data to ORCID records, and ultimately save time and reduce administrative burden for both researchers and administrators by using the ORCID API to transfer data for reporting and assessment, rather than having researchers submit static print-based CVs or filling out forms over and over again. Any system can be configured to work with the ORCID API, including institutional identity management systems, research information systems, and grants management, and institutional repositories and publishing systems. The ORCID API is based on OAuth, a process by which individual researchers can authenticate and connect their ORCID ID with an institutional system, designating that institution as a trusted party on their ORCID record and granting permission for the institution to get their ORCID ID, read data from their ORCID record, and write data to their ORCID record. ORCID adoption heralds a paradigm shift from repetitive, isolated workflows to harnessing the full benefits of interoperability and digital technology across the research and scholarly communication landscape. Effective ORCID adoption requires three equally important components: stakeholder support, partnering with internal stakeholders at your institution to make decisions about how to get the most value from ORCID; technical integration, configuring institutional systems to connect with the ORCID registry via the ORCID API; and outreach and education, encouraging individual researchers at your institution to register for an ORCID ID and use it whenever possible. The ORCID US Community provides a number of resources to help organizations take advantage of ORCID, which can be found on our website at orcid-us.org, especially the Community Resources page. Feel free to also contact Sheila Rabin, ORCID US Community Specialist at Lyrasis, with any questions.